Hello everybody, this is Gareth Goon Speaks back here with another video. I'd like you to hit the subscribe bar, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, or hit the notification bell to be notified when I post my next post. Or otherwise you can donate to my ministry and the charities that I support at garethcahoon3 at gmail.com on PayPal. Or else if you want to see some of my videos that have been banned on TikTok, you just look me up at YouTube at Gareth Cahoon Speaks, um, and there'll be videos there that aren't on TikTok that got banned because of their content. So YouTube is freer than TikTok at the moment. Straits of Hormuz shutdown triggers 25 billion global economic loss, a report has said. The global economy has suffered around US $25 billion in direct losses due to the shutdown of maritime traffic through the Strait of Hormuz. Reuters reported on Monday losses are expected to rise sharply and could reach as much as $250 billion by the end of this calendar year. The report was based on statements from 279 international cooperations across multiple industries and are of various sizes. Since the outbreak of the conflict with Iran on February 28th, nearly all had already cut payroll or scaled back operations due to tightening economic conditions resulting from the war. Many had also raised prices for goods and services, while some sought various forms of assistance from governments. Several have also reduced shareholder dividends while increasing fees from for routine services. The companies listed in the report include large energy firms like Exxon, British Petroleum, and Chevron, but also consumer companies including McDonald's, SCE Hardware, which had reported a sharp decline in sales as many working class households become increasingly cautious about spending in the current economic climate. Israeli consumers were informed that the government will raise taxes and cut services to pay for the war, which has been going on for 2.5 years now. Drivers are paying the equivalent of more than NIS 30 US dollars, which is £10 for a gallon of fuel, while the prices of many other household items, groceries, and rent have all sharply increased this year. The main pressure in the global economy stems from a sharp tightening in supply of petroleum, natural gas, and other key commodities produced in the Persian Gulf and exported to global markets via the Strait of Hormuz, while Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Iraq, and Iran have redirected some crude exports through alternative routes. Mainly pipeline shipments of refined products such as jet fuel and kerosene have largely come to a halt. Liquefied natural gas flows have also fallen to a fraction of the previous levels, while exports of aluminium and helium, both critical for advanced manufacturing, including semiconductors, have reportedly stopped entirely. Some analysts warn of a major disruption in the global food supply of components used to produce agricultural fertilizers. According to the World Food Programme, nearly 30% of the global population is already facing food insecurity, with almost 500 million individuals at acute risk of starvation. They caution the fertilizer shortages could lead to reduced harvests in many regions as early as this autumn, raising concerns about a potential global food crisis. Oil production has increased in several countries, including the United States, Venezuela, and Canada, but the shortfall has pushed up prices and reduced global availability. Meanwhile, the UAE has accelerated construction of another pipeline that will transport crude oil to the export terminal south of the Persian Gulf. Bypassing the Hormuz, the project is expected to expand export capacity, but is only scheduled for completion towards the end of 2027 at the earliest. Recent statements by the US President Donald J. Trump warning that he is preparing to reinitiate hostilities against the Islamic Republic if it does not agree to a deal on the terms in the near future, have pushed oil prices higher, with Brent crude reaching $111 a barrel in early Monday trading, and West Texas Intermediate rising to 107. Reports of drone attacks in Saudi Arabia and the UAE over the weekend have also added upward pressure on prices. Meanwhile, global petroleum reserves are reportedly beginning to decline, with no clear end to the crisis in sight. We need to just pray for the peace of Iran, that the Ayatollahs would finally cave to the pressure and agree to getting rid of the nuclear weapons so that they can have peace. But mainly I pray for the Iranian people who have suffered so much over this past year and a half, with upwards of 45,000 of their fellow citizens being slain in the Strait by a radical Islamist regime and the IRGC and the besieged forces. So pray for the peace of Iran, that the world could get back to normal as soon as possible. Shalom, Maranatha, and Hallelujah.